Hey everybody, Nick Firchau here with Jonah Freedman for MLSsoccer.com's Road to Brazil, presented by Castrol GTX High Mileage from windy Candlestick Park in San Francisco, where the U.S. national team just wrapped up a 2-0 win over Azerbaijan in their first of 3 send-off games ahead of the World Cup next month in Brazil. And the hero tonight really is Diskerud, a guy who came off the bench in the second half, provided a lot of energy, and got the game-winning goal. Yes, Aaron Johansson padded it a little bit later, but Diskerud gets the winner, and Jurgen Klinsmann had many good things to say about this kid after the game.
Yeah, and I love the fact that it's the 2 Scandinavian dudes who come to the rescue in this really cold conditions here in Candlestick Park. Jurgen Klinsmann told an interesting story in the post-game press conference. He said that Diskerud is one of those guys who really matured in the last couple of years based on the Olympic failure a couple of years ago and failing to make that Olympic tournament. Here's what he had to say.
Mix is coming from a group of guys that we had really trouble with getting to the next level. And I mean with that, our Olympic team that was supposed to go to London. You know, I think, there were a few guys, very special players coming with that team, and for whatever reason, this didn't work out the way it should have worked out. And we lost a few ones on that path, that should be actually already part of this group now, that inner circle group. Now Mix, and maybe the one or the other, like a Terence Boyd, or a Joe Corona, they were maybe a little bit better off with their disappointment, because after that horrible experience there in Nashville, they went back to their teams abroad. So that was no big deal. Our MLS kids, if I talk about a Bragg Shea, a Bill Hamid, a Sean Johnson, a Teal Bunbury, all these very talented kids, they fell in a hole, in a deep one. So because of what happened there, we desperately now from the senior level look at that generation, and we want them to come through. We want them to grow into the senior team, and they struggled with that because of that huge disappointment. So now Mix, he kind of shook it off, and he continued his path in Scandinavia there, and came very strongly in the Gold Cup last summer. Joe Corona as well. So we kind of keep building them, because obviously they're older, or call them the more experienced guys. They're not getting younger. So eventually the turnover needs to happen. And so he's already a little bit ahead of the curve, Mix. I think he's obviously has a great vision on the field, great passing technique. He's calm on the ball. He has a lot of elements in his game, a lot of strengths. He has a couple of weaknesses too. But it's nice to see him come in and make an impact.
Now, it did not go unnoticed by the fans here at Candlestick or the fans watching this game on TV that Diskerud actually wore the number 10 in this game. That's a number normally reserved for Landon Donovan. He's worn that since 2007. Obviously not part of this 23-man roster, so Diskerud wore it tonight. There's no official announcement from U.S. Soccer whether or not Diskerud's going to wear it in the World Cup, but he said after the game that he's just borrowing it right now from Landon Donovan, and that he's sure he'll see it again. We'll see if Diskerud wears number 10 at the World Cup, and we'll see how much more he gets on the field. In the rest of the send-off series for the U.S. national team, they're back at it at Red Bull Arena on June 1st up against Turkey. Catch complete coverage of that game and the U.S. team's road to Brazil on MLSsoccer.com.